years ago, I did a YouTube video on temporary tooth repair. I broke a tooth, and guess what? 10 years later, I'm back with some more broken teeth. But the one that I did 10 years ago was a simple tooth repair, or temporary replacement actually. And it was that one. And of course, since then, my dentist put a crown on it, so it's permanent. But I didn't want to go without that tooth for a while until I can get in there. So I put a temporary temp tooth in there. So now, 10 years later, my fixed bridge I had in front here came out, and I have to get a new one. And I'm now in the process with my dentist on he's going to fit me with a new bridge. But in the meantime, I wanted to see if I can put something together so I could repair. So I don't have to go out looking like this with no, I believe there's 3 missing teeth there. But the fixed bridge I had in here lasted probably at least 35 years. So, but eventually everything breaks down. So I did a lot of research, and I came up with a product called Imako. It's a temporary tooth repair kit also. And in this case, you can use this if you're missing 1, 2, 3, maybe even more teeth. But anyway, in my case, this seemed to be about the best. So I ordered it. It just came in yesterday. And I never heard of the company until I started doing research. So we're going to give it a shot and see what we come up with until my dentist completes the bridge on here. So looking forward to that. But in the meantime, let's go check it out. So we're now in our kitchen, and let's open up the pack and see what we have inside. So first we have the teeth, and let's open this up. Inside we have our pack of teeth, and we have a pink little tablet that we have to put into simmering water. And then we have some beads where we have to reinforce the area behind the tooth where my teeth are actually missing. And this is going to give it support. So let's go ahead and open this up, and we're going to put this into simmering water. All right, so we're taking our simmering water, we're going to pour that into the bowl. We'll give it a little while until it softens up. So it's probably going to take a good minute or two until it softens up, and then we can take it out and start rolling it into like a spaghetti. Okay, we had it in there probably about 2 minutes, so let's try it. Let's take it out. And now we're going to roll it into a little strand. We're going to use a piece about 3 inches. So you can see we're just taking our fingers and just rolling it like a noodle. Maybe a little thinner. I'm going to refresh the hot water. So we put it back in the water for a little bit longer, because I want to get this a little bit thinner than I have it here. So if you make a mistake, you can just start over. It's not a big deal. And we're making it, there we go, very, very thin, like spaghetti. I'll make sure we have it long enough. Let's go just a little bit more. So now we're going to bond this pink plastic tube to the inside top of the teeth, and we're going to hold the teeth in the water for a few seconds. And now we're going to apply this pink tube right to the back and to the top of the teeth. Okay. Now if you have too much excess, you could trim it off also. So there we have it. It's now attached to the back top of the teeth. And let's go refresh our water, and we'll go back into the bathroom and we'll try it out. All right, so we're going to refresh our water. Put new hot water in there, and we have the teeth in. So the front is facing the bottom. And now we're going to set the timer for 2 minutes. So we're going to wait about 2 minutes. And then we're going to see the top section that we added a little bead is turning clear. And we'll give it a few more seconds until our 2 minutes are up. Okay, and now we're going to fit them. So it didn't quite work out the way that I expected it or the way I wanted it to. So we're going to use Plan B. And Plan B is we're going to improvise. So this is what we came up with right now. And I'm going to just soften this up a little bit by putting this back into hot water for a little bit. So by putting this in hot water, we're going to soften it up just a little bit, and then we'll continue with Plan B. I think that should do it. So I'm going to take these out. Okay, so I'm missing the 3 teeth on my left side. So what I'm going to do, it's these 3 here that I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim away the rest of the teeth. And in my case, you don't see my gum line, so I'm going to keep most of this gum line on here. Okay, so what we have now are the 3 teeth that we're going to use. Let me trim this just a little better. And I'm going to put these teeth back in here because I'm going to cut away a little bit more of the gum area here. So let's put this back in. Okay, that's pretty soft. I'm going to cut away a little bit more of the gum line here. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use these beads. I believe all the companies that you see that are selling these type of teeth use this type of a moldable plastic material. It's called Instamorph. And I had this for quite a while, and it looks like it's the same beads that they all use. And when you put these into hot water, it starts to melt. It turns clear, and then it gets really soft, so it's very pliable, so you can mold it to what you want. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to put a bunch of it, because if you put too much on, you could always scrape it off. So I'm going to take a spoonful, and I'm going to refresh the hot water one more time. So we're going to pour in some more simmering water here into this bowl. And we're taking these beads, and I'm going to set these into the water. And once they become real soft, they sort of cling together so they're easy to mold. So you can see they pretty much stay on the spoon. And now we can mold them. Keep them in there another few seconds or about a minute. All right, so I'm going to take these out. And now you can see they're very pliable. I'm going to take a little bit of them. A little hot, so you got to be careful. And I'm going to just smooth it out a little bit. And I'm going to press the teeth onto the back of the teeth actually are going to go onto that moldable plastic right about there. And I'm going to just tear away some of the loose ends right here, right now. So I'm going to use this part here sort of as an anchor. I'm going to anchor these to the teeth that I have now, so it'll make it more steady. Okay, so this is on there. So I'm going to put it back in one more time. One thing that I'm doing is I'm going back and forth quite a bit with the refreshed hot water, and you might have to do that. And once I get the teeth started, it may not look real pretty at first, but as I fine-tune everything, I can go back and forth and just scrape away some of the excess plastic material that I have here. So let's keep it in for a little bit longer. And then we're going to walk over to the bathroom and use the bathroom mirror. So right now I refreshed the hot water and I kept it in there for about a minute, minute and a half. I'm going to take it back out. And now we're going to see what I have to do is cut that third tooth down just a little bit more. This is a little bit too big, but we can make it work. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm going back and forth with it. I'm going to fine tune it each time so I can make a little bit of a flap that's going to anchor the the teeth in behind my other teeth here. So let's go put it in hot water again. So each time we do it, we do get closer to something that's going to look good. So let's keep trying it. Okay, it's coming along slowly but surely. I'm going to put it in hot water, loosen it up a little bit, and then we're going to just try to mold it in place a little bit better, but it seems to be getting better each time. And this does, well, in my case, it's taken quite a while, but be patient. And it depends. Some of you might be getting this really quick, and others, it might take a little while. But I'm going to keep trying until we get something that looks halfway decent. All right, it's a little bit too white. I'm going to probably have to discolor it, and I'm probably going to put it in some tea for maybe a couple hours. I'm going to try that, and then we'll see what happens. But this is what we have right now, but I'm still going to go back to the hot water and fine tune it a little bit more. All right, so there it is. I still want to darken it up just a little bit, and I'm going to put it in hot water 1 or 2 more times and just fine tune it a little bit more. It's a little bit thickened back, and then we'll see what happens. But there's nothing like going to your dentist and getting the real thing done, unless you're a professional like this. But hopefully this will work out until my dentist is able to fix my bridge. So thank you very much and good luck. Here's a recap and a brief update on using the Imako Teeth Makeover Kit. First of all, I ordered a large size. They have on their website, there's 2 different ways you can measure and see which size will fit you the best, large and small. And I just assumed that large was for adults and small will be for small children. But no, I did not follow the instructions, so I believe I ordered the wrong size, because when I put these teeth in, they felt a bit large and a bit awkward. I could have used them, but they weren't too comfortable. So that's the reason that I went to Plan B. When I completed Plan B, and I was happy with the teeth that I made. You can see them on the left side here, and when I did fit them, they were a little bit too white. So I had to darken them up just a little bit, and the way that I did that was I made a cup of tea. Actually, it was red rose tea, and I put the teeth in there for 2 hours. I could have probably did another at least an hour, maybe even 2 more, but it was fine. It was a reasonably close match. So by using these teeth, I was able to go from more of a toothless smile to a smile that I could live with. And it worked out quite well using Plan B in my case. And I also found that if I use a denture adhesive, this is called Secure, which works really well. I could have used the teeth without any kind of adhesive, but this gives me a little bit more security in when I'm talking to people, so they're not going to fall out. Anyway, I wanted to give you a recap and a brief update on using the Imako Teeth Makeover Kit. I know that it's no fun and very embarrassing if you have to go out with these missing teeth. So I wanted to put this out there so if you have that problem with missing teeth, you don't have to be embarrassed. You're still able to go out and have a decent smile. Again, this is a temporary fix for your teeth until you can get to your dentist and he can complete whether you need a single crown or a bridge in taking care of your missing teeth. Thank you for watching.